Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So in the Arabic lesson today we are going to be continuing with Fil Madhi, and we did that whole chart Nasara, 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 Nasaru, comparing it with the pronouns, and we see that this word Nasara, it's a sentence on its own. This single word Nasara is a sentence on its own because it has he inside it. It means he helped. So he helped. Basically, it's a sentence on its own because it's telling us that that he helped, and that's the end of it. So this word Nasara is a sentence on its own. But what if we want to say that the teacher helped, or Allah helped, or someone else helped? So, like, it's not he or she or you or they who is doing. It's not a pronoun who is doing. We have a person that is doing, or we have someone else who is doing. So what if we have that? So this will not be a pronoun based sentence. In that case, in the fail sentences, the doer is either inside the word, like in the case of Nasara. In Nasara, the doer, that is he, is inside this word. He is the so he is inside the word Nasara, and you don't need to add huwa Nasara. The word Nasara on its own means that he is helping. So he helped in the past. So the next thing is that other times the doer is not inside the word, it is outside the word, and it's called the outside doer. So whenever the doer, the person who is doing the fail, who is doing the action, is inside the word itself, or as in the case of Nasara, then that case it's the inside doer. And in other times the doer is not going to be inside the word, it's going to be outside, it's going to be a separate word, and that in that case it's called the outside doer. So in Arabic, the he and she versions of fail mazi, that is the Nasara and the Nasarat, they are used with the outside doer. The outside doer replaces the he and she in the word. For example, let me explain this. In Nasar, the he and she, what are the, first of all, what are the he and she versions of fail mazi? The he version is huwa, Nasara, and the she version is hiya, and hiya is, the version of it is Nasarat, right? So only the he and she versions of the fail mazi can be used with the outside doer. So for example, we have this Nasar al Muslimu. So first of all, this al Muslimu is in the Rafa form. So Rafa is the doer, that means that this is the doer and this is the outside doer, and this Muslim is helping. But here we are using the Nasara form, which is which we said that is he helped. So this outside doer is going to replace the he from this Nasara, and so al Muslimu is the outside doer, and it replaces the he inside the word Nasara. So the translation of this will be Nasara al Muslimu will be the Muslim helped. So whenever we have an outside doer, and this can only happen with the he and she forms of the fail mazi. If you have the you form, which is Nasarta, Anta Nasarta, Anti Nasarti, in that case you cannot have an outside doer. That is going to be you helped and you in the feminine form helped. But only when we have the he and the she forms of the fail mazi, they can have an outside doer, and the outside doer is going to replace the he and she which is present inside the word. And we're going to do some more of the examples to make this concept clear. So the outside doer has to meet two conditions. So when this al Muslimu, this which is the outside doer, it has to meet two conditions. The first one is that it should come after the fail. It doesn't have to come directly after the fail, but it should come after the fail, and then it should be Rafa, because you know that from the previous study of the status, we know that Rafa is the one who is the doer of the fail. So it the outside doer, it should be Rafa, and it should also come after fail. It cannot come before the fail. So when do you look for an outside doer? So when do you even look for an outside doer? If the fail is in the he or she form, he form will be Nasara and she form will be Nasara. So if the fail mazi is in the he or she form, in only those cases we will look for an outside doer. In other cases, if it is Nasara, if it is Anta Nasarta, Anti Nasarti, Antuma Nasartuma, in all those cases we don't need to look for outside doer. We will translate it as it is with the pronoun. But when we have the he or the she form, in that case only we will be paying attention to an outside word that might be present. So and then we know that from the Muslim chart that it's not singular, it is there is dual and there is plural also. So when we have Nasar al Muslimani, you know, from the second column of that chart, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. So Muslimani is the Rafa form and Rafa is the doer. So Nasar al Muslimani will means that two Muslims helped, and then Nasar al Muslimuna means that the Muslims helped, that is in the plural state, right? And And then we come to the next thing in the feminine form, that Nasarat Muslimatun, that means the a Muslim woman helped. And then Nasarat Muslimatani, two Muslim women helped. And Nasarat Muslimatun, Muslim women helped. So this is how we translate the outside door. We look for the outside door only when it is he or she forms of the fail mazi is present. In the other cases, we don't look for the outside door. So this was the Arabic lesson for today. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll continue this discussion further. Fi aman Allah.